singing Rocky Top. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Vols will put it away to start the game. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. On the run, it's Seau. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A strike downfield. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fork out of my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that, and you're going to win this one, guys. You've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, still looking. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Finds his man, it's all down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field.
Turning it on! Touchdown ball! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Flying down the right side. Just plowing ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quick completion on the out route.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground. Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
He wants to change this route. They'll toss it to the left. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
And that's what the defense is supposed to do. Stretch the ball out, making sure that it doesn't go north and south. Push it towards the sidelines, push it towards the sidelines. Eventually, the ball carrier ran out of space, had to run out of bounds.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Vols moving quickly to the line. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Looking for room at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after they caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run back. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. And the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Looking to throw. That's a fly. Touchdown Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
He'll bring it out. It's Shaw. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Tennessee offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He lets one fly deep. Falls in the deep ball. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. This time they'll go to the running game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Vols look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Fights off the defender. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. There he goes. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The Vols didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Takes the easy one to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. The snap sets up the throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
From the gun, looking for a man. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. play action on first down. Makes a connection. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Trying play action. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the secondary.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. That's caught. It's Tyson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Volunteers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass from the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Vols will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He makes the catch at the 10. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They try to get it outside on the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the 2nd half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
Blasted as he lets it go. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Caught behind the line. It's Cuevas. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. There's no real good spot on the field for a roughing the kicker penalty, but I'd say putting the offense in the red zone is extra bad. He wants to throw it again. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Maryland is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 25 over Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a man on the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The Vols will hustle to the line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. Offense changing the play. Shotgun snap on third down. Got him downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Running into the open space. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before he picked up the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.